So in this video, I'm going to put to rest one of the biggest kind of spiritual or metaphysical ideas or beliefs that's out there today. There's many books written about this. There's likely many, quote, gurus with lots of followers over this one idea, and it's something that is very common if you're starting to get into this whole field, something that will come up quite frequently. And that is, of course, this whole idea of being present, of being here now, of being here in the moment. And there's people like Eckhart Tolle, the power of now. There's many other teachers who influenced him and influenced each other who are always talking about this idea and saying, oh, our root cause, our problem is we're not here now. We need to be present. We need to be in this moment. This is a book by Ram Dass called Be Here Now. So what I'm going to say in this video is actually a little bit counter to that, and actually going to shed some light on this whole subject and make it a lot easier and quicker and faster for all of us on this kind of journey or path, or having this as an interest or a hobby or whatever you want to call it. So first, in terms of being here now or being present or being in the moment, there's really no method, there's no way, and there's nothing that we can do about it. Something that you or I can do about it, in the sense of being an independent source of action separate from everything else. So this is only because there's no way that we can get out of the present moment. Whether we're thinking about the future, thinking about the past, we're dreaming about this, we're dreaming about that, we're afraid of this, we're worried about that, it's all taking place in this present moment. 10 years ago, when you were dreaming about this moment, it was taking place in the present moment. Right now, it's taking place in the present moment. 20 years from now, you're thinking about something, it's going to be taking place in the present moment. So the way to really be here now and be in the moment is to realize that there's actually no way out of this moment, regardless of all the circles we can run around in our mind. So everything we do, everything we think takes place here and now. That's the main crux of the matter. Now, this eternal moment, this moment that we're all in, regardless of whether we like it or not, we can call this the presence of God, we can call this the movement of Tao, we can call this eternity, we can call it Buddha mind, we can call it all these different things, whatever you want to call it. They're all separate words pointing at the same concept, which is here and now, which is where we always find ourselves. So, and this is true whether we choose to believe it or see it or not. And you might be sitting there thinking, well, okay, that kind of makes sense. Oh, it was obvious. Or, sure, I kind of understand this from just a purely intellectual point of view, but, it's just intellectual and I need to meditate more, I need to do more yoga, or I'm still a bad person, or, I still get angry, or I still have bad habits, or I just, this is too easy, it's too obvious, and I can't accept this now. And that's fine. There's no real reason, there's no real rush, there's no reason you should or you shouldn't. It's up to you. It's your life. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here pointing out this obvious thing, which something that I kind of turned over my mind for a long time. In If you're someone who meditates, it's obvious because you're sitting there meditating. You're like, oh, I was just thinking about this other thing. I'm not in the moment, and then you go in this kind of like pattern of, okay, I'm here in the moment, I'm thinking, and then your mind goes over here, oh, no, wait, I'm back here, and I don't know, you're just like constantly like chasing your tail, which usually causes stress and tension and anxiety, which is the opposite result of meditation, and the opposite result that many of these practices should be creating. So again, just to recap, you can understand this now, you can accept this now, you can realize that now. That's fine. You don't have to, it's your choice. But if you do choose to say, you know what, maybe I can just drop this whole, oh, I must do this, I have to do that, I have to be here now, I have to do this, I have to do all this work, I have to push this boulder uphill, you realize, hey, I'm already here in the moment. There's nowhere else I can go. And this is the presence of God, this is the movement of the Tao, this is the eternal now, this is all of these things. Even if we're washing the dishes, even if we're meditating, these are all actually on the same field. And in Zen, there's the popular saying, chop wood, carry water. And in Zen, they're a huge fan of just turning everyday mundane activities into a spiritual discipline. In the underlying understanding and insight under this is that they understand that no matter whether they're going to the bathroom or whether they're chanting sutras, they're all actually to the same spiritual acts because it's the same moment, it's the same eternal now, it's the same eternal presence. So hopefully that's been helpful for you. It's something I've been thinking about a bit lately and thought it would be relevant to make a video to just kind of point this out because there's so many books being sold right now on this whole thing when in reality it's much more obvious and direct. It takes a lot less work and energy and effort than we might previously think. So if you have any questions or comments, post them below, and I'll talk to you soon.